Carl, he sits down. He doesn't stand there talking about God, what you promised. God, you said you were going to send the rain. God is not, he's not hard of hearing. He knows what he said. He's not dyslexic. He doesn't have dementia. He doesn't talk backwards. He doesn't talk out of his head. He knows exactly who he is, and he knows what he's promised each and every one of you. He gets on his legs and he sits on the ground. He changes his posture because there's a word that he needs to tell somebody, I need everything God promised me tonight. I promise you, I want you to hear me. Something prophetic is going to bust loose in here tonight. He gets on the ground. And the text says, not only does he get on the ground, but when he casts himself on the ground, he puts his face between his knees. For years, I did not understand why he would put his face between his knees. Why didn't he just lay down prostrate like other prophets and what he has in the past? He knows about laying prostrate. He's done it numerous times before. And he said, no. Now this word is so big. If I want God to move, I know what he's waiting on. He wants me. He wants me to sue him. He wants me to take him to court. The court of his own judgment. And he wants me to stand up and testify about and against what he has spoken, so that he can be both judge, jury, and attorney. Y'all want to help me get here. And speak on my behalf. And he puts his head between his legs still. I didn't understand why. Why not just lay out prostrate? Well, the reason, children of God, he put his face between his knees. Is because he said, when I get before God, I lose my identity. I lose who I am. It's not about me. It's not about who I am and what I've accomplished. It's not about my attitude. I'm not worthy to even look up to it, because I realize that it's only by his grace and it's only by his mercy that I am not consumed. So he places now his head between his legs, saying, God, not me. I killed my own identity. I decided that this ain't about Elijah. This is all about you. He loses his identity in God's presence, and his actions owns his nothingness by going down to the earth. Not only does he show humility, he lets God know, God, this is where I came from. I came from nothing. I am nothing. I'll be like a ship without a sail if you don't move on my behalf. God, you gave me this word, and you are God enough to take it back. But I'm coming before you because I want what you promised. You said rain. I ain't seen no rain, but I'm believing you for rain. And so now, here it is. He's praying. He's praying to God. Wait a minute, you need to turn me back to Benny. God told him in the first and second verse that he was going to do it. Why is he praying? Because he needed Elijah to stay in his face. He said, Elijah, every time you pray and you go into a victory, I'm breaking the spirit of pride that will come upon you. I'm breaking down spirits that will attach themselves to you. And I give you what I promised you immediately upon your asking. You would believe that there's some power that you possess within yourself. So I need you to get down here. I need you to remember that you're only but dust. I need you to understand that I am the potter and you are the clay. I need you to understand that yes, Yes, you got the promotion on your job. And maybe I waited a year. Maybe I waited 2 years to let you get approved for the house. Because that was the reason I was trying to break you. I was trying to get you to understand that the promotion wasn't about you. The promotion was about me. And people were looking at you asking, when you gonna get your house? When you gonna get your new car? And the only answer you can give them is when God's ready to release it. Oh, y'all want to help me in here? Look at your neighbor and say, neighbor, God's trying to break something in our lives. And Elijah realizes it. He realizes that the only way that this thing is going to happen right now. Somebody said it was going to happen. But God has a process. Tell your neighbor, I know what you've been praying for. It hadn't happened yet. And I told you the reason it hadn't happened. But tonight when you take on the responsibility of where you went wrong, tell somebody all things are getting ready to shift for me. So the Bible says he's there and he's praying. I can imagine that he's saying, God, remember your word. He's not telling him, God, look at what I did up here on the mountain. He's saying, God, the mountain means nothing without you. All that I have succeeded in, it means nothing without you. Then after he has prayed for a minute, he calls his servant. He said, come here. Elijah says to Elisha, who is now serving him, come here and go. And I want you to go up now and look toward the sea. Because I'm looking for what he has promised. And the reason I'm looking for it is because I've been praying for it. I positioned myself for it. I pulled myself away from anything that was so easily distract me. I have isolated my mind from things that would throw me off and take me off course. Y'all want to talk to me? I've taken away my own identity. And I'm in a place now when I'm believing that God is going to do what he said. Because I removed Elijah from the equation. I have moved friends out of my way. I understand that it is a humility that God will exalt. He said, go now, and I want you to look toward the sea. And the Bible says that the servant went up, and when he goes up, he looked out, and he said, there is nothing. And he said to him, what do you mean you see nothing? The servant said, I see nothing. You said that there's going to be rain. There's not even a cloud in the sky. He said, well,